Welcome, everybody. I'm excited to be here with my colleague David Tannenbaum. I'm Michael DeBernardis, partner at Hughes Hubbard, to talk about a topic near and dear to my heart. Today we are going to discuss kind of the current state of play with respect to FCPA compliance risks, FCPA enforcement, and really briefly in the past, in the present, and into the future. So we're talking cutting through the noise, managing FCPA compliance risks under the new FCPA enforcement guidelines. So just a brief agenda before we get started. Our goals are we're going to talk about really briefly, give a very short summary of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act for folks who aren't as familiar. And then we're going to dive right in and talk about the Trump administration's FCPA enforcement priorities, as stated over the last several months. We'll then examine how those priorities may manifest in practice. And that's a key element here because, as you'll see, the priorities as stated could go in a number of different directions. We will then talk about, we'll try to predict some emerging FCPA risk areas. And then finally, we'll finish with some tips for companies and how to best respond to these emerging risk areas. But as I mentioned, we will start with David will give a primer, if you will, on the FCPA itself.
Thank you. Yeah, and just very briefly, kind of a broad overview, as I know many of you are familiar with this topic. So, Foreign Corrupt Practices Act (FCPA), the anti-bribery provision, which prohibits issuers of U.S. securities and other domestic concerns from paying or offering something of value to a foreign official with the intent to induce assistance in retaining or obtaining business. And now, this is the very basic definition of kind of FCPA. It was enacted initially in 1977, but really gained steam kind of in the mid-2000s, in particular in 2008, and then from then really saw a rise in enforcement actions. The DOJ has exclusive prosecution or exclusive jurisdiction over criminal violations.